Hello, everybody. In the current affairs this week, the week ended 16th of June 2024. The week is nothing but a strong message from the government that the continuation of the economic and the major policies would be there without any doubt. The key ministries in the government, insofar as the economy is concerned, are absolutely in place. Nirmala Sitharaman continues to be the finance minister. Rajnath Singh continues to be the defense minister. And the focus of the government on defense equipment and defense production related activities in the economy is going to continue. Nitin Gadkari is going to continue as the road and surface transport minister. So the focus on the building up of roads and the other infrastructure in the country is going to continue. Ashwini Vaishnav is going to continue as the railway minister. The focus of the government on railways is going to be the same as it used to be. Piyush Goyal continues to be the commerce and industry minister. So whatever were the policies in respect of trade and commerce in the country and the negotiations with the various economies in the world on trade negotiations are going to continue. As far as the broad major policies of the government are concerned, Mr. Amit Shah continues to be the Home Minister. Mr. S. Jaishankar continues to be the External Affairs Minister. Mr. Ajit Doval continues to be the National Security Advisor, and Mr. P.K. Mishra continues to be the Principal Secretary. So the markets responded this message of continuity with a lot of positivism. The Nifty 50 was up by, marginally rather up by less than 1%, but the major action was in the Nifty mid cap and Nifty small cap. Both these indices were up by more than 4% each. The FIIs and the DIIs brought Indian stocks worth more than 11,000 crores each. The major sectors which were in the uptrend were the sectors which were in the positive trend in the earlier times, which were the Nifty Realty, Nifty Oil and Gas, and Nifty PSU banks. The laggards of this week were Nifty FMCG and Nifty IT. As far as the commodity markets are concerned, Brent crude was down by more than 3%. It was plus by more than 3%. Gold was up by around 1%, and silver was rather unchanged. The positive news was from the US markets, where the 10-year GSEC yield declined significantly. From 4.43%, the 10-year GSEC yield declined to 4.22%. So this was a major change which happened this week insofar as the 10-year GSEC yield trajectory is concerned. Nasdaq was up by more than 3%, and S&P 500 was up by more than 1.5%. Another interesting discussion which I came across through this week was that we always try to understand as to why the FIIs are not aggressively buying in the Indian stocks. But during the course of discussion, what we could understand is that the FIIs do not have the room to buy the Indian stocks, because every day in the morning, the DIIs, which is the mutual funds, have to buy Indian stocks to the extent of 100 to 150 million US dollars every day. So there is no room, there are no sellers for somebody to buy any significant quantity of Indian stocks. And when it comes to the Indian mutual funds, they don't have an option. They receive inflows to a very large extent on a daily basis through the SIP. So if they remain underinvested, then they will be sitting on cash and their portfolios will start underperforming if they are sitting on cash. This kind of a trend happened in the US, and for 20 years, the 401k money, which is the pension money, which was then allowed to be transferred to or rather allowed to be invested in the US stock markets, the bullish trend in the US stock markets continued for 20 long years. So this is the kind of story which is getting replicated insofar as India is concerned. Now, how will the FIIs participate in the Indian equity-based investments? The way they can participate in the Indian stock market is through primary issuances. So this year and in the few years to come, there is going to be a lot of primary issuances by the promoters of various companies, and those stocks would definitely go to the FIIs, and they will have a reason, or they will have an opportunity to participate in India. This is all for this week. Thank you.